Hi, my name is Chris Holton Jablonski, and it is my great joy and privilege to serve you as your minister. This is The Helpers and the Hope, a prayer in the wake of the Boston bombings by Reverend Sue Phillips. Holy One, we are on our knees in awe and supplication, for we have remembered the incomprehensible value of human life. We have heard the thrum of helicopter blades and wailing sirens. We have smelled ash and smoke. We have seen the blood-splattered sidewalks and the ravaged bodies of your children. We cannot unsee. Help us, dear God. Bathe our ears, soothe our senses, flush our eyes, wrap your mother's arms around us, for we need to be reminded of you, to remember what is holy and good. So we ask for the strength to remember that we are the helpers. We are the hope. We are the face behind the bomb suit. We are the children rushing to answer their father's feverish texts. We are running the extra mile to donate blood. We are kindness to strangers. We are the searching dog. We are hearts glued to the television. We are compassion for whoever did this and for the suffering life out of which this violence came. We are on our knees, cleaning blood off hospital floors. We are the impulse to run toward chaos. We are the helpers and the hope. Inside our breaking hearts is all the evidence we need that an unshakable conspiracy of goodness thrives in rubble and in ash. That prayer, that poem has been with me a lot lately because this is a complex time. So many of you are stirred. So many of you are seeking a way forward, a way to help this country transform, a way to help our own minds and hearts grow more loving and more wise, a way to help this world be less destructive and less demeaning to all people, but especially to people who are living in Black and brown bodies. There is so much potential now, and so many ways forward. And I am so grateful for each and every one of you. As many of you know, the Committee on Ministry and I have been hosting listening circles, opportunities for all of you to share feedback and reflect together with other congregants about this moment, about what nourishes you and feeds you, about what you long for in these next many months. I am grateful to the more than 76 people who participated in the conversations. Each one was different. Each one held insights and wonderful ideas. We will be compiling all these conversations and creating a report which we will share. A few things already to note. This was always true, but now even more so. People are all over the place. It was wild to hear a little bit about your experiences. Some of you are watching all the things we are creating. You, of course, because you are seeing this video, might be among those. And some folks haven't watched a single thing. Some folks are lonely and longing for more human interaction, and some are overwhelmed by family responsibility and so many people surrounding them craving even a moment of solitude. Some have lost jobs and are seeking new employment or considering retirement, and some are working harder than ever. We are all over the place. But one thing is true. Like the poet said, an unshakable conspiracy of goodness thrives in this rubble and this ash. We have seen all over again the work ahead of us. To build the beloved community, to reconstitute the world, to remind ourselves of what is most important, what is most life-giving and true, that we are connected and held now and always. That this story is not completed, the story of this nation, of our community, of our families, of our own beings, all these are still in process, still moving, especially now. We remember our purpose and potential, our message and our ministry, especially now. We tend to what matters most, these connections between us, these relationships of accountability and depth, these relationships which hold us now and always. In his poem, Spring Giddiness, Rumi writes, "Today, like every other day, we wake up empty and frightened. Don't open the door to the study and begin reading. Take down a musical instrument. Let the beauty we love be what we do. There are hundreds of ways to kneel and kiss the ground. The breeze at dawn has secrets to tell you. Don't go back to sleep. You must ask for what you really want. Don't go back to sleep. People are going back and forth across the door sill between where the two worlds touch. The door is open and round. Don't go back to sleep." I especially love when he says there are hundreds of ways to kneel and kiss the ground. Hundreds of ways to remember our belovedness, our belonging to one another. Leslie Talmadge reached out to me a while ago and shared one such way. Her daughter Lauren is an artist and had made some images of flowers and wanted to send them to members and friends who could use a little burst of beauty and love. And with just a little more thinking, this became FCB in Bloom. All of you are invited to create paintings or pictures. FCB folks of all ages invited to create images of blossoms, and then we will create a list of members and friends who could use them. Also, if you know of anyone who could use some cheering up in the form of a blossom in the mail, you can contact Leslie or me and we will add them to the list. FCB in Bloom is just one more way that we are meeting this moment, caring for one another. In addition, through these listening circles and just through our conversations with so many of you in so many ways, we are organizing people interested in racial justice. This is a new moment we are sharing in a centuries-long battle for worth and dignity for people of color, for the soul of America, for the redemption, for the health and thriving of all of us. We will be hosting classes and reading books. We will be bringing in lecturers and musicians, experts and activists. Stay tuned for more opportunities. This is a full moment. This is a sometimes very difficult moment. And over again, I am returning to this place of peace, seeing this world bend toward justice, because so many are forcing that arc down. Seeing so many rise up, so many speak up, seeing determination and passion, truly so much is possible. And so, dear people, cherish one another, especially now. Make blooms and send them to one another. Listen deeply to the stirrings of your mind and heart. Do not go back to sleep. The new world is being born. Do not go back to sleep. The truth within you, all this stirring, is a blessing. I am so deeply grateful for all of you, for this beautiful totality we create together, for this beautiful broken world, for the holy act and the precious art of healing for the unshakable conspiracy of goodness thriving in this rubble and in this ash. So much love to you all. Amen.